Hi everyone, this is Mark's last day in Bali.
Your second last day, isn't it? Oh
My
yeah, my
second
last
last
day.
day.
I fly tomorrow. That's it. 3 months.
Over 3. Yeah.
Is it over?
Yeah, 8th of July was 3.
Yeah.
So,
What have you learned?
ooh, that's a toughie.
What have we achieved?
Ooh, that's a
A bit of a
toughie.
suntan. That's probably about it.
Not really me, but
A lot of lessons.
yeah, lots of lessons. Lots and lots of lessons. One thing I've discovered about myself from travelling is that I have massive expectations of me. I think it's, coming somewhere, taking yourself away from wherever you are in the world, all those things. Thought I could just divide and conquer, and I bought me on my holiday trip, whatever. So yeah, whatever was my objections in Australia, they came to Bali.
They do say that, don't they? I've heard that from people before. That it doesn't matter where you go, you take yourself. And I think that's quite true. I knew that though. I knew I was taking myself.
Yeah, I'm wiser, perhaps.
Well.
But we've met heaps of people here, and yesterday we were sitting in the pool, the blue room, and having a chat with a lady, and it's amazing how many people that we've met that have had the same story. They're stepping out of life. They know that life isn't working for them where they are, and they've gone. And we met a woman who'd been through the Nepal earthquake and is now here and had this massive trip planned, and she's just happy to sit in Bali for a while. So sometimes shaken up is good. We've been through an earthquake and a volcano.
Well, hardly a Nepalese earthquake.
No.
The bed shook.
Yeah.
And I went, was that, did you feel that? Do you think that was an earthquake? I think you know if it was.
For sure. I'm not saying it's the same, but sometimes.
I didn't even know the volcano was going off until
you
we
don't
looked
watch
up
TV.
about flights. But yeah.
Yeah. So.
But that's because we were in the Ubud bubble, maybe, partly. At least I knew I was above the tsunami line. That's what I cared about. Yeah.
But even Ubud's been a crazy thing, really.
It's gone through a lot of changes, like you were saying then about we met a lot of people, but actually when we first got here I hated it because the people were really obnoxious and up there beep. Again, I always do that, but it was very, very conscious people. But now there's been a shift in the kind of people coming, and there's a little bit more people that are a bit more accessible and communicative, and so I actually take that back about Ubud now. It's not Ubud, it's just the kind of people that are here when you arrive in April.
Yeah, after Body Spirit.
They're all here still if you go to certain places.
Yeah.
But it allowed me to mellow my feelings about Bali and Ubud. So I feel a bit better about it. I think I was a bit negative about the whole place in the early days, in the last 2 videos. Now I'll be more negative about going back to Australia in the freezing cold.
Yeah, kangaroos in the snow.
Yeah,
and
me in a camper van.
Yeah,
Is that what I want to be doing?
East Coast tour.
I've got a nice shirt though, haven't I? I look good.
East Coast tour.
It's the East Coast tour, yeah. That's the next thing coming up for me. Taking some drums and our fine temple space knowledge and heading up the east coast of Australia. Probably very quickly, but if not very quickly, then I'll be trying to make some noise along the way. And maybe meet you and maybe do some workshops along the way, and if not, we're going to end up in Cairns over the next few weeks, where we are going to run some stuff, tantra, drumming, meditation workshops, and the other things that are all the fantastic things we offer in the temple space.
Yeah, so look out Cairns, here we come. It's pretty
you better
exciting.
be sunny, I'm telling you that now.
It's 28 degrees there today.
Oh, that's
checked.
nice.
It's nice.
What temperature is in Melbourne?
I don't know, really cold.
Minus something.
I'm flying into Brisbane, so I miss minuses, but it will be cooler than Bali.
Yeah.
So Cairns, look out, we're coming. Going to put up a little bit of a coffee shop date to meet up with some people in Cairns, so that'll be really great. If you see this and you want to come, check it out. It's kind of exciting. New place, new things to offer.
I think there's been a lot of lessons here, but I think actually I can't even speak all further amounts I've left here.
Yeah,
I think they'll be coming out of me over the next few months, but it ended up a lot better than it began. I was ill quite a few times. The last video I was noticeably ill when I look at it, Now I'm noticeably not ill, and I like that, and I'm ready.
Yeah.
Whatever. Ubud actually means Ubud, doesn't it? Which actually means medicine. So maybe something's been done. Maybe I'm cured of something. I wouldn't be so sure.
I think.
I think I'm incurable.
No, everyone's curable. Just have to decide. But no, it's been good. Really, it's actually really sad to be leaving because it is so nice here. It's a bit of a retiree kind of thing. I was weighing this up yesterday. I was talking to the girl at the pool. Like, I almost feel like I could be 65. Thank God I'm 45. But yeah, swimming, deciding what to eat.
Oh, talking of eating. I think what changed really for me was when I discovered that the best Indian in the southern hemisphere is up the road. Queen's Indian in, what's the street?
Soweto. And he's going to post a picture here.
Oh, no, you set me up to have to do that. No, I'm going to post it here.
Mark enjoying Indian, you have to see it. It's very exciting. Yeah, Bali.
Yeah.
Paradise, island of the gods.
Well, you know, I love that about it, but I love the balance in it. Like, there's horror stories. You've got to not forget those, and not that I want to keep bringing it in, but I do seem to. But there is a balance in that because it is is it third world? Does it qualify? You know, there's but you can find this luxury as well, and that's what I remember from Africa so much was this the vast contrast of opposites in very close proximity, and that functions like that and it works, but there's a kind of, I sometimes feel like I'm walking over one of those platforms that are made of glass where you can sometimes see right through to the next row, but you're held up by glass, and it's important to remember that side of it because that's also what gives it its strong, powerful nature. Like volcanoes and stuff like that keeps a place alive, because the thing about civilization is, as much as it makes a place very safe, making it civilized, allegedly, you wonder with some cities, you also kill its heart, kill its wildness, and I think that's what I like about it here, but I do suspect there's some stuff going on here that kills its wildness, which is all this Ubud, suburbia, shopping precincts, and the West selling the West stuff when they're on holiday. It's that going on, and you don't have to go far away to get back to the wildness, but it's a creeping malaise that's been going on for centuries. Maybe I'm going a bit off track on this one, but as much as I love it in Bali, I'm very aware that it's another invasion line where the West is invading. We're not doing it like we did in Australia, or we did, you know, even in England. The Romans did in England and wiped out the pagans. But we're doing it, and we're doing it in yoga pants. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, because it's an attitude that's kind of just pushing its way through, and it's a commercial thing. Because the Balinese need money, they'll sell you something and they'll look to see what they think you need.
I'm not laughing at him, laughing at the noise in the background. No, it's
And
true. I agree with it. We were talking to a Balinese driver one day who said, oh, even the really small villages now that are away from Ubud, Ubud is the town, and then there's all these other ones, and obviously there's villages all over Bali. But even in the really small villages, they've now got yoga facilities. Yeah. So I'm not saying it's bad to have yoga facilities. It's just, as Mark said, we trickling in like roots, we've taken over. And
another thing about third world countries is they buy Roundup from the local store and spray it on all the rice because they think it's a good idea. And there's no concept, they'll sell it to you as organic, but nothing's organic. It's all being sprayed by Roundup. And you're in a third world country. You're not in Australia where there's rules and stuff. And health and safety on building sites, well, there's a whole other concept. I really wanted to get a photo of the cement mix in Grannies.
Oh, yeah.
There's a set of 4 of them, and you see them driving around on a truck, and they're the same age as my mum, and which I'm not going to give away here, but you get what I mean.
It's very young.
And they carry bricks on their head, they mix the cement, and they carry
that wet cement on their head in a bowl, and they just walk like that.
And not only, you know, they're not only women, but they're at retirement age, and it's still got, it's a different world, and you kind of enter it in this lovely hotel system and get taken somewhere by a taxi, and it's all very nice, but it's not very far away is that, and I don't know what to make of it. But one thing some person did say to me was, when I was asking questions about it all, he said, just make sure you let the Balinese speak for themselves and you don't speak for them. And I thought that's valid too. Like, don't make judgments or assumptions, because it's their business how they can do it. They're amazing builders as well.
Yeah, really
amazing,
clever.
and they're amazing businessmen, and yet they're still indigenous in their functioning. So it's a fascinating mixture. And also, we're not invading with swords and righteous religions. We're invading with money and commerce. McDonald's, plenty of McDonald's.
Yeah, not in Ubud. There's no McDonald's in Ubud. The other nice thing that's been going on in the last week that we've been here is they've had a special festival which has been about bringing all the spirits to Bali, and that happened on Tuesday, I think, and it was just beautiful, so much colour, and everyone's really excited because all the spirits come and it makes everyone playful, and it stays like that for a week, and then they'll have another one on the 25th of July that then gets all the spirits to leave. But you can, Balinese are happy anyway, but you can really notice the change, like how everyone's kind of feeding off this thing that's going on at the moment. It's really nice.
And I love that. That's where my heart really lies with spirit world. And I've really felt I've found my voodoo here, and I can't wait to go back to Australia and start drumming with it. But also, I feel the turnaround for us in the negative to a more positive experience was the day we went to the springs, the temple springs. And you don't know, the thing with the spiritual stuff is you don't really notice it shifting you, but something shifts, and then you don't know what it was, and you're on to the next thing. And we will be talking a lot about shrines, why we need them in our lives as Westerners, and why they're missing, and why that's what's going on in the Balinese. Have shrines burning everywhere. Incense burning on shrines, everywhere, and that's something we'll be talking about. So there's lots of lessons for us that we're bringing back, and I'm really glad to be saying that so far, I've still got 24 hours and the volcano could mess it up, but so far it's turned into a very positive experience, and I'm really glad to be able to say that, because I wasn't sure it would earlier on.
Yeah, it's so true.
Dark. There was a lot of dark forces.
And I think a lot of that is adaptation to a new environment and all of those kind of things. But we'll talk a lot about that because as time goes, because like Mark said, it's an unfolding. Like you have your experience, you're in the experience, and after the experience you then actually can see more of it because you've got the space to pull it apart. Yeah. The other thing that's been really relevant for me about coming back to Australia, the language about back, that was number one. And number two, the other thing of, this has been such a beautiful experience. How do I now bring this and bring that back, bring that into my life wherever I go and live? So I'm actually going to really be exploring that. With Mark's help, we'll talk about lots of those kind of things. That's something I really want to bring, and hopefully I can help some of you with that.
So we are now going forward to Australia.
Forward.
If you can figure that one out, I'm still working on it. And if you want some drumming, if you want some meditation, I'm going to be on the East Coast for the next few weeks, and I might be going past your house in a camper van. I might be camped in your garden. You might wake up and see me there, or
I'll be in Cairns. Just ring me.
So from the website, all this information, the Facebook page, we'll be putting it, and then we're going to end up in Cairns, and we're going to do a load of stuff there. That's the plan for the next
3 months.
You've got to have a plan, haven't you? It's got to change too. Anyway, 15 minutes of video there, roughly. I think, unless there's anything.
No.
That's my Bali sign off with my lovely shirt and happy refrain.
See you in Australia.